Okay, you got me. I'm out of ideas for witty intros. Okay, finally got my account back. Yeah, actually I got it back on Wednesday. I think. Somewhere around there. It's Monday as I'm recording this, and I got it back last week. I just haven't had time to do anything. I caught another case of death crud from my coworkers. And Sunday, when I'm usually recording, I babysit my nephew, and I'm not in the mood to have him wonder why Uncle is talking to himself in front of his computer. Yeah. Anyway, whoever it was that borrowed my account, I'm very, very displeased with you. It's not a nice thing to do. I got it back. The Chewbacca skin was an interesting touch, but not really my thing. Now, I left off last time building a wheat farm. And get processed. Right, so our A train makes wheat, B train makes honey, everything comes here. I got the pipe run through the wall. It's all just panels, covers. I had envisioned a slightly more grandiose and interesting processing plant. Ta-da! Yeah. Not as awe-inspiring as I'd planned. But it does the job. And in this pack, can't we go grandiose? We just don't have the resources or the technology. So as you can see, comb comes in here. I've got a few of these set up just because this is slowly going to back up with wheat comb just because of the way things happen. They all want to go into this one because it's the first one they find that doesn't have wheat in it, that has... The first one they find that has comb in it that matches of the type it's being sent. If that makes sense. Those go in. Oh, excuse me. There's a bunch of piping under the dirt here. It's a barrel for royal jelly, which really only has one use right now. Our wax overflow. These two. These I didn't even need to do. I just left them as... I wanted a graphic... I wanted some kind of visualization of what was happening. Okay? And all the piping runs underground. These join up into one pipe. Come over here. 2 things of honey, thing of that. Again, like if anything does get stuffed up, then this should deal with it. I made one slight mistake the first time around. I didn't have this barrel here, and these 2 barrels were here and here respectively, which meant that there was the possibility of honey going into this guy, which happened. It proceeded to make 10 buckets of short mead while I wasn't paying attention. All my wheat piled up back there, and I wasn't making as much forestry ethanol as I'd planned. Problem solved. Just when in doubt, add more barrels. Right, this is all powered by the stuff above. Drops go in, honey comes out. This has done nothing but go up. I processed a whole bunch of leftover comb I had, threw it all in there. This guy... I had visions of a somewhat greater amount of production out of this. But I know that even with these bees, things don't, we don't have the same ability to speed up production as we do with extra bees or gendistry. So the simple solution is just simply more apiaries, which I kind of figured was going to be the answer. This guy here, this is an overflow for saplings and stuff. Goes in here. Our biodiesel tank is twice as big as it was before, because we're technically running 2 different systems. This guy's full of oil. This one over here is still getting the Still getting reads. It's slowly starting to pick up. That guy... Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. It just seems like it should be producing a lot more. I don't know why. I know it's not quite as big as some of the really gigantic vanilla ones. We don't really have... At the time we built it, we didn't have the ability to do that. And now I don't really need the ability to do that now that I've got two different sources of stuff coming in. It all turns into biodiesel anyway. And then other than that, because, well, I didn't have a chance to play for about 2 weeks. Yeah, that's still working. It's, what's the problem now? I bet the saw is... Nope, you're still good. What's going on? What's the problem here? Oh, you were waiting for... okay, yeah. Yeah, that's still a bit of an issue. I probably could run more of those... Oh, I can't get down here. Where's my hole at? There. I could probably run more coke ovens, but... You know... I have an awful lot of these things now. Not quite so worried about it. There's our poor little pressure chamber sitting there being all unused. Because now that the Amadron tablet's not there anymore, I don't have a reason to progress through Pneumaticraft. Yeah, and beside that, really nothing much has changed. This area kind of got cleaned up. I could build a processing facility. All it's doing is just making pollen for more alvearies. Some bad guys down there. Trees are good. Yeah, the big goofy pocky trees. That's a bit of a bummer. Those were beautiful before. And in case you haven't noticed, in the top right corner, we have no journey map. Something in the last update made that go away, which means we don't have our beacon here anymore. We don't have any of the waypoints we set. I now have no idea where anything is. That not make me happy. Very not make me happy. Plus there's just the brute fact that we have reached a technological plateau that I am satisfied with. And then from here on in, it's just... there's a view where I would start doing aesthetic builds, but everything in this pack is so costly that I just don't think I'm going to do any. See, the problem is that I needed a bit of a break from this, and yeah, that week with no account solved that part. And then I cheated. Not here, but on this pack. I went and played a different one, and I'm kind of in love with it. It has a bit more to do. And I think maybe time to hang this one up for a while. Maybe till the next update. Maybe till I get Journey Map back. I don't know. Don't know what to tell you. If you've been any kind of long-term viewer of mine, not that I have many of those, you know that after a while I hit a point where I'm just done, right? Done everything I got to do. I've done whatever I feel I need to, and I think I've reached it here. But we're not going to completely abandon this place. We'll come back maybe after an update or something. I still kind of want to build a few things. Put a lot of work in. Don't want to completely abandon it yet. But until then, I think we're going to sign off here. So it's a short episode. Because I didn't get much to do between one episode and the next. Didn't do as much as we wanted to. But, signing off. I will see you guys in the next one. Later.